Good afternoon, and welcome to the Wine and Real Estate Blog. My name is Mark Reinoso at Barra Financial, and today I will be committing an act of sabotage. And before you call the police, know that this is a very good thing. I'll be attempting to saber a wine bottle, actually a champagne bottle, so let's get started. All right, you edit this, right? All right, come in with your glasses. All right. I'd like to get this on the very first try. Oh! Good afternoon, and welcome to the Wine and Real Estate Blog. I'm Mark Reinoso at Barra Financial, and my guest today is the lovely Miss Shannon Goldberg from Grand Canyon Title. Today we're going to be drinking some champagne, talking about wine, and talking about real estate. I know what you're thinking. Well, maybe I don't. However, you're asking me, why am I drinking champagne out of a big Pinot Noir glass? And I'll tell you why. It's because champagne glasses are for sissies. Honestly, if you really want to taste a good champagne, just remember that it's wine. It is actually wine, and you can't drink it out of a small champagne flute. If you have $15 or $20 champagne, drink it out of the small bad flutes, and you can just guzzle it or put orange juice or grapefruit juice in it. But if you're drinking champagne, remember that it's wine. It's made out of Chardonnay, the Pinot Noir grape, Meunier, and you have to drink it out of a regular glass. I give you permission to drink champagne out of a big glass. And I know you probably didn't know that.
No,
so.
I did not know
Thanks
that.
for coming with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
So this is a Veuve Clicquot. This retails for about $69-$75 depending on where you buy it. It's a very, very dry. It's a brut champagne. And I know you know your champagne, so I'm mainly talking to the audience. But I love champagne. I think people should drink it every day. And the problem I have with a lot of people in this country is they view champagne as celebratory, right?
Yep.
But it's not. It should be drank every day. So let's have a drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's dry.
Tastes delicious.
It should be served cold. So Veuve Clicquot is one of the oldest champagne houses in France. I love it.
Can I see the bottle?
Yeah, you bet. What's left of it. But there are no years. There is no vintage on a champagne bottle, because champagne arrives in the stores ready to drink. So if you're saving your champagne for a celebration, you're doing it wrong. It's when you buy it from the store, you should drink it within a month or two. Not kidding.
I didn't know that.
And so, like most people.
What about the cheap champagne? The more expensive, is it better?
Well, the grapes are better. The grapes are probably grown better with less pesticides. They're probably more full-bodied. But if you're drinking Veuve Clicquot, there's a lot of Pinot Noir in it, which means that you could keep it for 6 months or a year. But if you're drinking like a Dom Perignon or like a Prosecco or something, you need to drink it like within a month.
That's delicious.
Yeah, it is. And
I like it.
So
I'm gonna be silly.
As you know, champagne is only called champagne if it's from the area of Champagne, like there's a town or a municipality. Outside of Champagne in France, it's called Blanc de Blancs. Mm-hmm. In Italy, it's called Prosecco, which is bubbles, and then in Spain, it's called Cava. So one of my favorite pairings. You should drink this on a Tuesday night or Friday or Saturday night. One of my favorite pairings. Not kidding. Potato chips, like salty potato chips.
Yummy.
Or caviar, or like a brie cheese. So here's to. Well, again, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, about your job after you finish drinking. Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about yourself, your title. I don't think people realize what exactly you do.
So my job is Title and Escrow Sales Executive for a title company. Basically, what I do is I help realtors, lenders, anybody really buying or selling real estate, help get their product out there. What I really enjoy doing is helping realtors and lenders market themselves, create a systematic process in which they can get business. So when they not only they're marketing themselves to future homeowners and sellers, but they're also marketing the home for the person that they're selling the home for. I don't know if that makes sense,
No,
but
so, yeah, basically you're saying you help the whole transaction go smoothly.
yeah, we hope the transaction goes smoothly. I sell a service, which it's hard to kind of envision that, but once a client comes to Grand Canyon Title, there's an escrow officer who handles that file and a title officer who's researching the title. So it's not, I don't really do any of that. I do all the marketing aspect of it, but I try to pair them with the best escrow officer possible to make the transaction go as smoothly as possible.
So you're not a title agent. You don't
No.
sit across, sign here,
No.
sign here, sign here. You
No.
could, but you just don't.
I could. I don't think I would enjoy it. I'm a people
Yeah.
person, and I like
Sure.
being out and about, and so I think that would be really hard for me. But the gals who are here are also people persons, and
Sure.
they're really good at communicating with the buyers and sellers, keeping them at ease, communicating with the realtors and the lenders throughout the transaction, and I really think that's a great job for them.
For the minions.
No, I'm not saying.
Let them eat cake.
No.
The poor
But
minions.
I don't have that. I like to
No.
be out and about and doing
No,
stuff. and-
you are like I was talking to my wife about you because we're both friends of yours, and my wife uses Grand Canyon Title. Use them.
Hey, I have some here for you.
What
What
is
do you
it?
think about this wine?
Wow, oh, you're totally narking me. This is great. This is great.
No, I just bought this. Actually, I want to tell you about
Did you
my
plan
one.
this? You sucker.
I
This
wanna-
is so great.
I bought this today because I was like reading about champagne and stuff to be all prepared for today.
Right.
And I actually read that box wines get a bad rep.
They do. Black box
Because
is good.
It's good.
Yes.
It's expensive actually. And it keeps longer because
Yes.
the air doesn't get in there.
It's really
So
great.
this is my take for your presentation
I'm actually
today.
more embarrassed than when I didn't do the savoring. Like,
Sorry,
that is
I thought
so
that
funny.
would be funny.
That is you told. I didn't. Where did you pull that from?
I've been trying to hide
I didn't even
everything
see
under-
it. You sucker. Oh.
Sorry, I threw you off your game.
You totally did. Oh my gosh, you got me. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Anyways, okay. Now, one of my favorite subjects.
Oh, is it the movies?
This is the movies, top 3 movies, and I like give it to me. Top 3 movies.
I love Princess Bride.
That's great. It is great.
I'm a
ROUSs.
dork. Are you ready? Harry Potter.
Harry, like
Like
all of them.
Harry Potter.
So you have to pick one though.
Okay, then the first one, because for me, like after reading the books and then seeing the movie, I was like,
Really?
yeah, because
I haven't seen it.
Everything,
I confess I haven't seen it.
Everything in the book is literally in the movie. It's like
Oh.
I'm not a child, but from a child's mind, I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
And that's kind of rare because
It's
every
so
time you see
good.
something in a book, it's like
so
half
good.
of it makes
I
it.
feel like they stuck so true to it. I'm sure people will disagree with me, but I felt like it was so true. And then Star Wars.
Episode,
all of them,
episode.
Star Wars.
Hector is rejoicing.
Star Wars.
So
I'm a sci-fi.
episode 4, like.
I think. Well, no, I'm thinking like old school Star Wars.
Okay.
Like,
No,
like,
the first one that came out.
Yeah.
Which is episode 4.
Oh yes, sorry.
So that's your okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so like when it like just brings me back. So I was like watching it with Jacob the other day, and we were watching parts of it, and of course it's so dated, and the cinematography is awful now.
Yeah.
But you're watching it, and you're like so way ahead of its time. It's just amazing, and you're just seeing it go. I don't know. It like just brings you back to that time where just everything was better.
Yeah, especially as a child, and I think. Wow, this is really good. You don't know anything about, you are drinking. Anyway, what I like, someone said this to me, when you have kids, and Jacob was 5?
Almost 5.
You relive your childhood through your children.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will buy like some of the old school candy, like I bought some Pezzes
Mm-hmm. Oh, he loves
for my
those.
kids, and like somehow it just satisfies my soul.
Mm-hmm.
And
I give the kids way too much candy, and Matt will be like, "Why are you giving me?" I'm like, "They love it. It's
this
so
is what I
exciting.
had.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's better
fun."
than Christmas. I've often said this, and someone actually said this to me, but I repeat it religiously. You can like your parents, you can love your parents, but you can never truly understand your parents until you have kids. And I say the same stuff my dad said to me.
Mm-hmm.
I say the same stuff my mom said to me. And it's like part of this circle of life. And that's honestly what I like about wine is the beautiful thing about wine is it makes you better than you are. It's particularly champagne. It illuminates.
It's making me very hot right now.
Well, I don't think it needs to.
I feel really hot right now.
I think you just do that naturally.
My cheeks feel like they're like burning up.
But the cool thing about champagne especially is that it shouldn't just be celebratory. You should drink it every day. I mean, we drink bubbles in Coke. We drink bubbles in sparkling water. We drink bubbles in tonic water. And yet for some reason champagne is this aura where we have to only reserve it for celebratory occasions. And it shouldn't be that way. Napoleon once said, champagne, in victory, you deserve it. In defeat, you need it. And
I like that.
I like that. And so like we don't have a $70 bottle every week,
No.
but I drink a lot of Blanc de Blancs, of 15 to 20. I drink a lot of that. And I just think it's a great.
It is empty.
No, you still got some, and I'm going to give you some. And the other bottle we savored when I was practicing. See, I gave you a little bit more. Okay, so those are 3 really classic movies. I don't have any fault with any of those movies. I haven't seen Harry Potter, but yeah,
I almost feel like most of the time you want to say don't read the book, watch the movie, or watch the movie then read the book.
Yeah.
But personally, I read the book and watched all the movies, and I loved it. And my kids are gonna love it. Like I'm already reading Harry Potter.
And the actors grew up. The actors grew up.
Yes,
on
with
set.
the movies.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
So Harry Potter was Daniel Radcliffe was like 8 or 9, and then like with the glasses, and now he's like
It's awesome.
30.
It's awesome. It's like, in my opinion, the best whole cool movie.
So let's kind of bring
it
it back. No. Let's bring it back on track. Where do you see Title Realty in 5 years? I know we're not going to hold you to it.
That's a loaded question, but I think that I think the market is great.
Sure.
Our inventory is low. I think that as long as there's no natural disasters or Mother Nature wreaks havoc, our Arizona real estate market is going to be amazing. We just did a City of Chandler commerce thing today. There's 10,000 jobs coming into the Chandler market.
Yeah.
All these companies are coming into the area, and you can see buildings being built all over the place for renters.
Yeah,
So,
it's really amazing. What's happening is Doug Ducey, love him or hate him, he signed a moratorium on new regulations, and regulations is like I think regulations is like tongue, like French kissing. A little bit is okay, but too many is like messy and dirty. I don't know if we're going to cut this, but this is what I feel. Like a little bit of regulation is great. He signed a moratorium, so all these businesses are like, oh wow, we can come in and there's not all this red tape. So Amazon's moving here, Apple moved here. All these big companies are like, Arizona's great. We have a workforce. It's not too expensive. The minimum wage is low. It's like a ripe environment, and so I feel like Arizona is going to be very, very strong for years to come.
And we're like, I think number 4 in population growth right now.
Yeah, it's great. One of my friends back in like 2002 said, "Oh, in 20 years you're going to see housing from here to Casa Grande." And I was like, "No." And now I'm like, "You're probably right. Like you're going to see tract homes all the way. I mean, outside the Indian reservation, you're going to see tract homes from here to Casa Grande, which is crazy. I mean, like." I just think I really, really feel like who would have thought? All you got to do is bring water, lack of regulations, and a good business sense, and pretty soon the area explodes. So I know. No, it's
Just kidding.
So okay, so you can ask me. Okay.
Okay, so so this will be funny. I want to see if you remember how we first met. In all the years you've known me, how long has it been?
Early 2000s, so 14, 15, 16 years. I don't even remember. I just remember you being in the... I don't know when we
Spectrum
first...
Financial, I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
came
where
in the
you were.
office.
Do people know what you do?
I am a mortgage loan officer. Sometimes. When I'm not
You're a
drinking...
jack of all trades, is what
Yes,
I
I know. When I'm drinking wine, when I'm not drinking wine, I do loans. You came in at Spectrum Financial, and I thought you were super cool, and Did I make you a cappuccino?
Yeah.
I did make you a cappuccino, and then we were fast friends.
We were fast friends. You were my friend who traveled all the time.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, wow, he goes to like some really cool places.
And then, and then like,
and then I would tell you my dating stories because
yes!
I was single.
Oh, I know! And then like your dating stories would come into my office.
Yeah, and yes!
and I'd be like, oh.
And then how awkward, like I meet my husband and his brother is a loan officer.
And he's my friend.
Yeah. He's your friend.
Yeah. Well, it all comes full circle. It's like
totally
kismet. It's the circle of like.
I always joke that I make people be my friends. So I think I made you be my friend.
I don't think it was that hard. I do. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you always used to come in and we'd hang out, and then we just started going out to eat, and I don't think we've ever stopped.
No.
And interviewing's been really weird. Not weird, but like interesting because I'm actually asking you questions that I intuitively know.
You already know, about me.
Yeah, and then the things I've always privately thought, I'm now, like, wow, you're really amazing at your job. So you bring in some really, really big clients. How do you do that with a small company at Grand Canyon?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked me this because I haven't even gotten to like talk about that. So for those people who don't know, and I don't even know if you know, but 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, Fidelity National Title bought Grand Canyon Title. So we're still Grand Canyon Title. We're a division of FNTA, but we're one of the 4 companies under the umbrella here in Arizona. So for 35 years, Grand Canyon Title was a boutique title company that was privately owned here, local in the valley.
Yeah, like a boutique title. Yeah, like smallish.
Well,
but
we had
service.
17 locations, but people didn't, we're not the larger names.
Yeah.
So we weren't the national names. Let's put it that way. We were Arizona. So Fidelity saw potential in us. They bought us. And now it's been almost 3 years under the belt of Fidelity, and it's been amazing. I absolutely love it. And what's great is we have the backing of a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah, but you're still giving that good service.
Great, I call it like boutique service.
No, I love that.
With the backing of a national company.
That's amazing.
And it is amazing.
It's like catching a big catfish on a kid's fishing pole.
It's
like you have the great backing, but like you do everything yourself. And like we talk, we go drinking. Yeah. We just recently celebrated a couple months ago about something you did and landed some really great clients. And I'm like, you're really, really great at that. And I'm your friend, and we talk and drink and crack jokes, but I feel like professionally you're amazing. And
thank you.
That's why my wife uses you.
Thank you. I hope a lot of people use Grand Canyon Title. I think we're amazing. We have amazing staff. I think if you've made it through the lull in real estate, you're good.
Yeah.
I think if you're still doing title and escrow or still doing real estate when the market dropped,
right,
or loans, that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think.
So, okay, so let me ask you a question. Tough Mudder?
Yeah.
Or 10K? Quick.
Tough Mudder.
Really? No issues.
Yeah, I like both.
Right.
But I like a challenge, and I did a Tough Mudder, and I'm going to tell you that was months ago where I couldn't even do a pull-up. Now I can do a pull-up, so I think if I did it again, I would be able to pull up.
Okay.
But there's a lot of dudes out there with their like shirts off, and they like help you up the wall.
Super hot.
So a bunch of girls who are single should definitely do it. I think it's awesome.
All right. Tacos or burritos?
Taco.
Hamburgers or pizza?
Pizza.
Man, you are on point. You know yourself.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming out. Mark Reinoso, Barrett Financial, Shannon Goldberg with Grand Canyon Title. We'll be back next week with more great stuff on wine and real estate. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Awesome.
Guys, look at my glasses.
I feel very inadequate. I feel so inadequate.
I'm just kidding. We can use yours.
If you're used to that.
I thought this would be awesome. Look at this.
If you're used to that girth, I
love big.
I think
Bigger's better, right?
I don't have anything to say. I'm embarrassed. Am I red yet?
I'll use your
I'm a small Ecuadorian
I'll
Jewish Italian man.
This is your interview. Let's use your glass.
Pretend you like it. Okay, we ready?